Who will be the PBA King of the Lanes? The living legend Norm Duke currently wears the crown, but two of the tour's toughest pros are seeking to dethrone him. Two-time major winner Bill O'Neill and former PBA Player of the Year Sean Rash. Those two are set to battle for the right to take down King Norm. Who will reign supreme? The PBA King of the Lanes is next on FS1. Bolero in Jupiter, Florida is host of the 2020 PBA King of the Lanes. Tonight we bring you the third of 6 shows in this great bowling event. We have tremendous matchups for you. We start with a contenders match. Sean Rash and Bill O'Neill, two future Hall of Famers, go head-to-head. The winner takes on the king sitting atop his royal throne. Norm Duke, the Hall of Fame legend. Presenting his Royal Highness, the current King of the Lanes, the Duke of Bowling, Norm Duke. Welcome, bowling fans, back to Bolero in Jupiter, Florida. Great to have with us. Dave Ryan alongside the Hall of Famer Randy Peterson. Rash O'Neill. It's a tremendous contenders match, RP. Between them, they've won 27 titles, and their rivalry goes back to their collegiate days. But look, the main storyline tonight is all about Norm Duke, right?
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, we're going to talk all about the future Hall of Famers in Rash and O'Neill, but right now it's all about Norm Duke and what he did in our first 2 telecasts. Against Walter Ray Williams Jr., he shot 267 to advance to take on the reigning king, Wes Malott, and then he punished Wes with 248. But his match against Simonson to retain the throne was brutal. He somehow eked out a win. He retains his throne, and tonight, it's all about the Duke, who became a king.
And now, the Duke of Bowling, His Highness himself. Norm Duke is joined by our Kimberly Pressler.
So Norm, had a whole night let it sink in that you were the king. So I got to ask, how does it feel?
Well, it feels pretty good. I know this. If you don't win another game, you're not the king anymore. So, you know what? It's short-lived.
Absolutely, because you got to defend that crown and just, just a little bit because Bill O'Neill and Sean Rash want the throne that you were sitting on. So I have to ask you, how long are you going to reign supreme?
Well, I did watch Wes Malott dominate for a long, long time, so I know how possible it is. Probable, maybe not, but you know what? It's what I do.
It's what you do, and we will see you in the final match. Thanks, Norm.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Great stuff, guys. Thank you. Here are the odds to win provided by Fox Bet. Both bowlers at -110, so it's expected to be a close match.
Yeah, and I expect it to be a close match.
This is going to be fun.
Bill O'Neill, the future Hall of Famer, had a great year in 2019, finished 3rd in earnings and 7th in average. This season, he won his 2nd major, the Players' Championship, and he did it in grand fashion.
We call that in Columbus 1-pin win. Well, Ray Tackett, the top seed. That was fantastic. This is live PBA bowling on FS1 here at Jupiter, Florida, at Bolero. From outside Philadelphia, 12-time titleist. O'Neill starts his night. Left lane, all 10 back.
17 at the arrows, about 5, so he's playing a nice little head belly through the front part of the lane is O'Neill. I expect Sean Rash to go much straighter. Another outstanding year for Sean in 2019 with almost 200,000 in earnings. And in 2020, he picked right up where he left off, winning the Oklahoma Open, climbing the ladder, and closing with an impressive 289 in the title match.
That was great bowling in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Way back in January. Won the Summer Clash in this building last month as well. It's been a good 2020 for Sean. For a lot of reasons. Right lane. Tap on the 10, down it goes.
And you can see right here, just a little bit straighter, but it might just be that right lane. The right lane's played tighter throughout the competition. But a nice shot, nice start for Sean, just inside 3rd arrow. And a nice little kick on the 10. You know, these two do have history in the 2019 PBA playoff semifinal round in a race to 2. O'Neill won the first game, 258-214, and then the second game was epic, 289-266.
Wow. Expecting a slugfest here tonight. Left lane. 10 pin. Now, Sean going back to the PBA Tour Finals in this building last weekend. Had some back issues he told us about. Strained his back at home working out last week.
Oh, God, I missed it.
You sure did. Whiffed on the 10 pin. Open frame. Trouble for Sean Rash.
Oh, Bill, I gotta grab the ball.
He's waiting for his ball to come back. It might be a thumb issue. He's looking at that thumb hole. I don't know if he's going to tape up or... But he does not like the way that thumb feels right now, and it was evident when he shot and whiffed the 10 pin.
O'Neal trying to take advantage, does so. He sees on the bench with Rash struggling, strikes for a 22-pin lead early.
And again, right around third arrow. About a 10-board belly out to about 5 and back. Beautiful shot there by Bill O'Neal.
Runner up to Chris Prather, who climbed the ladder at the TOC, and then Bill O'Neal came back and won the Players. Good season, O'Neal trying to keep it going here in Jupiter, Florida. And on the left, Laney's locked in.
Hey, let's ask Norm Duke, the reigning king, a question. Norman, can you got your earpiece in?
Get the drink there, Norm. It's
Why
okay.
are you not wearing your crown?
It was hot, Randy.
What do you see? What do you see early on with these two players?
Let Sean get to the approach first.
Randy, I think they're both lined up. I think the lanes are fine for a big score. It's just that Sean left a half pin on left lane, and then you know, he whipped it. But I think that you're going to see a bunch of strikes right here.
Thanks, Norm.
Love the lane level analysis. Former Player of the Year, Sean Rash.
$15 titles, 2 majors.
He's had a great career.
Yeah, he's had a hell of
done it
a
all.
career. No doubt about it.
Now, he played at Wichita State and Saginaw Valley. That's where Bill O'Neal went. So they go way back. We mentioned top of the broadcast here. A collegiate rivalry. Years now. They've been going head-to-head. Resumes here tonight. That's better than the left lane.
Sean, how are you feeling about the 2 lanes? And talk about the missed 10 pin.
2 lanes are a little bit different, of course. Left lane's got more hook in it today in the front and the mid lane, so got to use angle to get it through it. Throwing a flex solid right now in both lanes. Just made a mistake there in the second frame. After the couple-minute break, hands full up, didn't take tape out.
Thank you, Sean.
Oh,
Didn't like it,
oh goodness.
but he's okay.
Yeah, that one got back from Fort Lauderdale.
Last night it was Boca.
Yeah, but that was a little farther right.
That's right. Further south.
Didn't like it, but the end result was exactly what he wanted. Throwing a proof. Looks like he's got a little surface on it. That's to get the ball to slow down enough to create friction on the lane, so it will hook back to the pocket. Beauty.
See the golden pin in the rack there. Now that golden pin is in the head pin position.
You know what that means, right?
And then someone strikes on our shows tonight.
You know what that means?
I know what that means.
Say it. Just say it.
Free game of bowling for anyone in the nation.
Right.
Thanks to Go Bowling.
Yeah, but now they have to do something, though.
You've got to go to GoBowling.com, register for a free Go Bowling Free America coupon, and then you're all set.
So Sean carries a 10 pin in the second. It's a tie ball game with both players with the front 5, but instead it's a 9 miss in the second. Sean trying to claw his way back, but nothing he can do about Bill O'Neill.
.32-pin match. Front 5 for O'Neill.
The flux.
Sean told us about his arsenal. Left lane. Yes.
Shredder.
Air fives. Safety first here on the PBA Tour. No fans in
I
attendance.
didn't think I threw it in the gutter, though, like he did.
But this is one great event, Randy. We're underway tonight here.
Good stuff. Sean Rash shreds the rack there in the 6th, but guess what? Bill O'Neill perfect through 5. Bill O'Neill, that last shot on the right lane, got back from Fort Lauderdale, but you're perfect through 5. Was wondering if you throw 2 more here, could you do a little trash talking for us?
Oh, no, I'm just going to try to get up here and make a better shot than I did in the 4th there, and then, you know, we'll see what happens in the 7th.
Thanks, Bill.
Just not the trash talking type.
Oh, he's really good at it. He's really good at it. Trust me.
Maybe he'll bust it out then. I've never seen that side of Bill.
He might just trash talk me, which would be fine.
Trying to stay perfect here, RP.
Nope.
For a 32-pin lead, didn't like it, but gets plenty of help. And stays perfect. This week, Fox Saturday Baseball is back. The Cubs clash with the Brewers at 1. Dodgers battle the Giants at 4. And the Yanks face the World Series champion Nationals at 7. Celebrate the return of baseball with a special triple-header Saturday only on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Go Blue.
Go Mets. Let's go Mets.
Stop.
Lifelong fan, pal. Can't wait. O'Neill tries to stay perfect here. A perfect game. But no. High shot trouble here on the spare conversion.
A lot better than the other one.
3, 4, 6, 7.
I think he actually liked that shot, but it's just overhooked. He's going to try to get his bowling ball over here to the right side of the 3-pin and cut it into the 4-7. Very makeable. Bad time for this to happen, though. This is going to give Sean an opportunity if Bill O'Neill does not convert this.
Lot to cover, tough spare.
Oh,
No, 4, 7, open
terrible.
frame, new match.
Yeah, a whole new match, because if Rash gets up and strikes in the 7th and 8th, he takes the lead.
The king observeth from his throne. We call that Shawnee, Oklahoma, climbing the ladder. Sean Rash, that was awesome.
Oh, wow, what a huge break that was. Now, what does he do on the left lane? He knows that O'Neill just went high. Does he make an adjustment before he throws the next shot?
Elena Ray, born June 29th. Congratulations to Sarah and that beautiful family. 7 pounds, 11 ounces.
Adorable children.
3 daughters. Look at that.
Wow.
Summer class trophy. There's the baby. Just the cutest. Congrats, guys.
Yeah, beautiful family.
Just so nice. Oh, right here in this building last month. Impressive run in the Boeing version of Survivor. That was a fun event to be a part of. Looking to stay hot. Sean Rash does so.
That's
And
right.
with a strike, takes the lead in the 8th frame.
Great shot there, Sean. Talk to us for a second and let us know how your back's doing right now.
Well, as you could tell, that shot out of the commercial break wasn't the best. I tried to stay, you know, upright and walk around, but I'm better than Sunday, but still not 100%. We're just going to fight through it, Randy.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, during the PBA Tour Finals, he was struggling with that back. Doing stretching during the event. Trying to stay loose. Can O'Neill rebound?
Nice shot there
Really
by
nice
Bill.
shot in the right lane.
Yep. All right, max score, you can see it right there to the right of your screen. Sorry about that. 262 for O'Neill, 268 for Rash. O'Neill's going to make a move. He's going to make an adjustment. He's going to move his feet to the left, probably 3 or 4 boards, and move his target 1 or 2 left to try to find some fresh oil.
Foundation frame. O'Neal can take the lead right back here with a strike. Big shot, Bill O'Neal left lane.
Oh,
7-pin.
Come on.
Made the adjustment, made the shot, and then got robbed. He still has a chance.
You like that shot. Cross lane for the 7. Got that, got his mark.
Oh, come on. Of all the ones, that's the one that doesn't strike.
Yeah. No defense in the sport, just offense, and he did his job, and unfortunately the pins did not cooperate. His max now is 242.
Rash works on a possible 7-bagger to go up by 16 pins. That back's bothering him. He's got to hurry. Whoa, could have been big trouble. All 10 down in the pit.
Well, he got it wide right and got extremely lucky, tripping the 2-8-10 out late. And that's almost the end now for Bill O'Neal. This is a huge, huge break. Watch the pin fall. Look how far right that is. Barely catches the head pin, the 2-8-10 standing, and just the best crumpler you could ever ask for. What a time for that to happen. He trips the 2-8-10 out. Bill O'Neal leaves a solid 7, and that's why they call it bowling. Those other bad words were already used. Crazy game sometimes, Dave.
It's working out well for this guy right now. Bill O'Neal in this building for the Summer Clash title. Taking care of Bill now. In great shape to advance to take on the reigning king of the lanes, Mr. Duke. Left lane. Just a matter of the final score now.
Yeah.
High shot, 6-10 up, but it's mathematically over for Sean Rash.
It is. It's good. It's even. We're 1-1. We're 1-1.
It's kind of nice and easy going to that 6-10. There's no reason to strain yourself.
Every time I bowl, you start with a front 6 or 10 or something.
Sean, talk about that shot in the 9th frame on the right lane where you tripped the 2-8-10 out.
The shot in the right frame in the 9th frame was pretty bad. Bill's giving me crap here. You know, a little, you know, we both threw one really bad, and we both struck. I mean, that's game changer, right? Now I'm moving on to face one of the best ever, and that's all you can ask for.
Are you going to keep moving left on the left lane? It looks like it's starting to hook.
I'm going to keep moving, and I'm probably going to change balls too, Randy, to a Flex Pro. It gives me a little bit more length. The right lane's starting to get really tight down lane. So,
what do you have to do to get into Norm Duke's head?
Well, we'll say that again, Randy. Bill's busting my chops
Yeah,
here.
he sure is. Now the trash talk is coming out from Bill.
What do you have to do to get into Duke's head?
You can't get into Duke's head. The only thing I might do to Norm Duke is take his tape out of his thumb hole. But like I said, he's one of the best ever. The guy can play 10, he can play 25. I just got to bowl my game, and hopefully it's big enough to beat him.
All right, Sean, thanks. Good luck.
Thanks.
Earpiece out for Norm. He's getting focused now. Sean Rash with a tremendous run in that match. Knocks off Bill O'Neal, his longtime rival, going back to their collegiate days. 256, 227. King of the lanes rolls on from Bolero in Jupiter, Florida. Duke, Rash. What a matchup here. Winner is king for the end of this show. But another challenge awaits coming up next here on FS1 tonight. Jacob Buttriff, Clara Guerrero, our first PWBA star in the King of the Lanes competition, will have a contenders match. Sean Rash looks good left lane.
That lane curves a little bit, and you got to stay on top of the transition of that left lane. The wee Iceman cometh. Norm Duke, the third winningest player in the history of the PBA Tour. 40 titles, 7 majors. I give you, Your Majesty, the King.
Norm Duke, he's spectacular. It is great having the crowd. When they say Duke, all hail the king.
Well, if we had a crowd now, they would be yelling, King. Yeah.
Long live the king.
Look at those eyes.
Tense and ready. Norm Duke, right lane, all 10 back.
Norm's going to go much straighter because of this number right here, that rev rate number, RPM. That's the amount of power that players put on the bowling ball. Pretty big difference between himself and Sean Rash. We'll show you Sean's number next time he's up.
Left lane for Norm. Looking good. Great start.
And just a little bit deeper on that left lane. Remember, we talked about rev rate. You can see just a little bit lower rev rate on that shot there. But Norm's bowling ball is not going to change direction near as violently as Sean Rash's just because of the power factor. Just a lot higher rev rate for Rash.
Second frame, right lane, trying to stay perfect. 4 up, 4 down.
And again, look at your numbers here. The difference that Sean Rash is playing that versus Norm Duke is a good 4 boards to the left of Norm. And guess what, Dave?
What's going to happen now on that left lane?
It's gold pin time.
There's a golden pin. Head pin position, a strike here. Everyone gets a free game of bowling nationwide thanks to Go Bowling. What do you say, Sean Rash? Yeah!
More free bowling! Yeah! Way to go, Sean!
I hope Go Bowling's happy with me.
I think they are, and so is America. You're welcome.
Great stuff.
Everyone in America receiving a free game of bowling by going to GoBowling.com. Register for a Go Bowling Free America coupon. Bowling centers across the country are making sure you feel safe and comfortable, so they'll be ready when you're ready to get back to the lanes.
You know, your family is so big. We got a couple more of those. You could chop them all up, and everybody gets a 1 free game. Beautiful shot there by Norm Duke, all even through 3.
That's the 5th free game, by the way, given away during our competition so far. We're up to 5.
Oh, it's going to be more. Trust me, there's going to be a couple more given away. But you know what? It's important for us to get back to some normalcy, get these centers open, get people back to bowling.
6 for 6 in this game. It's all perfect so far. Coming up next on FS1, we talked about it. More king of the lanes coming your way. Clara Guerrero from Colombia. Great star in the women's tour against the lefty Jacob Buttrick. Love that matchup.
Ooh. Ooh. How about that? Kick save and a beauty on the 10. Norm Duke just all over Sean Rash's. No letting up in the wee Iceman. Watch this. 6 pin and a little nudge, a little love tap. Oh.
Are we in Jupiter or Strike City, Florida right now?
I'll tell you what, it's almost
because they're all going back.
It's almost like the pins know who just threw that ball.
7 for 7. Rash looks to the front 4. The back hurts him for sure, but he's got another one. And we stay perfect between these two superstars of the game.
Who will miss first? And that's the number I wanted to talk about right there, that 427
Big difference.
versus Norm Duke's 300, 330.
The throne awaits the winner.
Oh, go.
You didn't like it? That's why I didn't like it.
Grabbed it. It got slow out of his hand. Missed left. And disaster.
3, 4, 6, 7.
That was a good move, too.
Again, get the ball over here. Slide the 3 into the 4-7. Remember what I said during our on-camera?
Be good.
No open frames against Duke. Cannot have it.
Well, Sean Rash just absorbed one. 4-7 up. Open frame. And Duke on the bench up by 18 pins. With a front 4. Talk about longevity. Still bowling with the greats of the game. 56 years old. Perfection.
Whoa.
Is over. Almost a disastrous split. Just the 7 pin to deal with.
He chipped the 4 and the 10 out late, just leaving the 7. Okay. That'd be like just leaving a 10 pin and making it. No harm, no foul.
Head to PBA.com to check out the PBA Pro Bowling video game. The game features the top PBA pros, real equipment, and online play. Now available for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox, and one for your PC as well. Check it all out. PBA.com. Time of the match, works on a spare. All 10 back for Norm.
Well, Norm Duke's got a nice early lead here halfway through the King match. I truly believe that his pillow is cool on both sides. The 56-year-old looking to retain the throne.
Please do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sean Rash trailing by 17. Big split in the 5th. What happened?
Yeah, Randy, I've made a big move left on both lanes. Actually changed to a flex pearl on the right lane. Just a touch in, maybe a touch soft, kind of what Bill did there against me. And went high, and then Norm followed it up, kind of the same thing. Touch in, broke up the split. It's just, you know, it's millimeters of being good or bad out here. So got 5 frames left here. Need to make 5 great shots and see what happens.
Thank you, Sean.
He said he liked that shot. Liked his move to set it up. It ended up being a tough split. I love the access. Guys tell us like it is, as it happens. Longtime member, Team USA. Sean Rash steps up. Oh, 10 in the pit.
Well, that looked pretty good. As soon as he left his hand, it looked like it was going to be 10 in the pit. You could see the move there. 20 at the arrows, out to 7.5 board. Better have strong forearms and a strong wrist to be doing that to a bowling ball. Look at the rotation. Big shot here.
Oh, be right.
He's over, it's right. It is.
Perfect.
Great trust.
Keeps this very interesting. With a double in the 6th and 7th. So here comes Norm Duke. Works on a strike, 7th frame. Chance to go up by 17 pins. After the front 4 for Norm. Norm Duke stepping up and coming through again. COVID-19 is limiting access to sports and play for millions of kids nationwide. That's why Fox Sports is teaming up with Good Sports to restore play and bring sports back to children in need through donations of brand new sports equipment. To learn how you can help keep kids in the game, visit goodsports.org. Max scores. There you see it. Once the turkey wants a 27-pin lead. Left lane, Normie, yes.
He started talking to it when it was about a third of the way down the lane, and he said, come on, carry for me one time, and it sure did. It was perfect. Rash has got to continue to strike and hope for some opening from King Duke. Must have.
Gets it. Trip 10-pin down it goes. Sean talked to us in our pre-match interviews about being confident in this bowling center. Won the strike derby. Or won the summer clash. Came close to win the strike derby. He was right there at the end. Some bowlers like certain centers. That was a big topic of our discussion the other day.
Yeah, I mean, certain horses for certain courses, you know, and I was the same way throughout my career. There was places I really loved and other places I could never strike in. We got us a ball game now coming down to the 10th frame, folks. Sean Rash can max out at 262. Norm Duke can shoot 279. If Norm Duke doesn't strike here in the 9th frame, Sean Rash can double in the 10th and shut him out.
Sarah, hi, Kaylee, Olivia, Elena.
Saying hi to the girls and his wife back home in Chicagoland.
2 strikes and good count. Norm Duke will retain his throne.
Period.
Right lane, yes.
Oh my. That looked like it could have been a week 10 and the 6-pin just slapped the 10 out. Watch this. This looks like it kind of gets into that soft 10 zone. And no way. Wow.
1/4 left.
All right. Strike here. Good count.
Strike out.
And the kingdom is still his.
Left lane. Norm wants this try. 10-pin. Just missed it. The messenger came across the deck and just averted the contact at the last possible moment.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to give that one a little extra.
Huge spare shot coming up here for 10-pin. It's critical. Cross lane, nails it. And that, Randy Peterson, is our guaranteed rate. Spare of the game.
Yeah, and the reason why it was so important is because with Norm making that 10-pin, it forces Sean Rash to get at least 2 strikes in the 10th frame and good count.
Norm.
Now he doesn't need good count.
Thank you.
Still needs a double, though.
A double and 4 required here for Sean Rash to take the crown from the Duke of Bowling here at the PBA King of the Lanes. Here's the first one. Got it.
Wow. Nothing Norm can do. He knows it. A little hydration. Go through your pre-shot routine and try to duplicate the exact same shot. Will we have a new king? Has to strike on this ball.
He's got 5 strikes in a row. 9 so far in the match.
Sorry, I haven't done it in a while.
He hasn't. Remember, he used to be known for the balk, and he hasn't done it in a while.
Told you all the tricks through the years. Listen to him. Good tempo.
Reset. Gotta have his strike. Gets the strike.
Wow.
Sean Rash comes through when he needs it most. And now just needs 4 to become the new king of the lanes here in Jupiter, Florida. Great shot.
I got to tell you, I don't like that walking stuff because to me it's just a lot of thinking going on, but Sean pulled it off and he made a absolute brilliant shot right there when he needed to. Needs 4.
Oh, it's going to buy some diapers.
He's been buying diapers for years. Hey, Dave, guess what?
What?
There's a new king,
play more.
and he has spoken. Off with his head.
That's going awesome.
Thanks, brother.
Nice play.
All hail King Sean Rash.
Well,
Apparently, he's a much
got some
nicer
diapers to
king.
buy.
Norm is still alive.
Made some good shots down the stretch and trusted my gut. Made a great ball change to the Flux Pearl there, and hey, we get to do this again.
He's excited. Sean Rash, congrats. He's royalty now here in Jupiter, Florida, the new king of the lanes, Sean Rash. We have a new king of the lanes, His Highness Sean Rash. Second ball in the 10th. Needed a double in 4 to take care of Norm Duke, the reigning king of the lanes, and Sean Rash gets it done. The finalists now joined by Kimberly.
Well, Dave, that match had me sitting on the edge of the seat. So, Norm, I got to ask you, you were sitting down when you lost the crown. What was going through your mind when you threw that ball in the 10th and you saw that pin just standing up?
I've been struggling for the last couple of days, just oversliding on the left step. And I'm doing everything I can to try to catch it. But I moved one left. I needed to catch it. And when I went far, I kind of overslid and I missed it a little bit. And I just knew, I said, boy, I got to really get lucky here to strike. And when it didn't, I knew it was 50-50 at best because Sean's really good when he needs it.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and you were an amazing king.
Thank you.
Now, Sean, let's talk for a second, because now you are the reigning king. But at the commercial break previously, you had told Randy that you need to make 5 good shots, and you pulled through when you needed to make that happen. How did you make that happen?
I don't know if I made 5 great shots. I made 5 shots that struck. You know, I balked there the second shot in the 10th, and I just kind of go back through some of the process things that Norm and Walter and Parker, some of the legends of our game, have told me, like, hey, just dig in, refocus, make the best shot possible, and that's what I did. And here I am. I get to bowl another game on television here in a little bit, and it's a pretty good feeling right now.
Now, what are you going to take away from this game that you think you can do in the next hour?
Well, I either bowl Jacob Buttriff or Clara Guerrero. Personally, it probably benefits me if I bowl Clara because we're going to play the lane somewhat more similar. Jacob the other day had a hell of a run with 260, 300 on television. So he's feeling pretty loose, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind bowling Jacob again because I had a chance to double to beat him the other day, and I didn't. So I'll bowl either one of them. It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Go sit in that throne right over there, and we'll see you in the next hour. Guys?
Kimberly, thanks. Sean Rash, the king for now. Stay tuned as the PBA King of the Lanes continues right here. Next on FS1. Now for the entire crew, Kimberly Pressler and Randy Peterson. From Bolero in Jupiter, Florida, Sean Rash takes the crown and the robe and the scepter away from Norm Duke. Who will be the PBA King of the Lanes? Sean Rash currently wears the crown, but pros from 2 different tours are seeking to dethrone him, including the man who recently shot 300 on TV, Jacob Buttriff. And from the PWBA, Clara Guerrero. Those two are set to battle for the right to take down King Sean, who will reign supreme. The PBA King of the Lanes is next on FS1. Welcome back, bowling fans, to Bolero in Jupiter, Florida for continuing coverage of the 2020 PBA King of the Lanes here on FS1. We're halfway home. 3 of the 6 shows are complete. We've seen some of the all-time greats of the game and young stars in action. Tonight, we roll on with a contenders match. Young star lefty Jacob Buttriff takes on the first PWBA Tour star of the event, former major champion Clara Guerrero, against the reigning King of the Lanes. That's Sean Rash. Welcome back to Jupiter, Florida and Bolero. Dave Ryan alongside my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, Randy Peterson. So a couple of firsts. Jacob Buttriff just had that 300 game, the PBA Tour Finals in this building a couple days ago. He is a fantastic star against our first female star in PWBA Tour superstar, Clara Guerrero, all trying to get past Sean Rash, depending on who wins that first match. Sean was just fabulous a moment ago against Norm Duke, right?
Yeah, he really was. I was just looking at some of his stats here, and I think the best one is that he was perfect on the right lane. He was 12 for 12 on the right lane. But even in the face of adversity, Sean never buckled. Remember, in his game against Bill O'Neill, he misses a 10-pin in the second frame, and then he rails off 2, 4, 6, 8 strikes in a row to clip Bill O'Neill. And then that match we just saw with Norm Duke came down to the 10th frame. Sean was given an opportunity. The door was open, and he slammed it shut, throwing 3 big strikes in the 10th frame to claim his seat on the throne.
Well, the first to wear the crown to begin this competition, of course, was at Wes Malott. Then he was ousted by Norm Duke. And now our new king is Sean Rash. All hail the king. Joined now by Kimberly Pressler. Your Highness?
Sean, I know you like the sound of that. King Sean Rash, yeah? All right, so I'm going to have to ask her about that. So you were able to take the crown from Norm, but in that last match, you actually said that your back was hurting. So why don't you give us an update on that?
Yeah, no, so I injured my back about 3 weeks ago, right after a workout, and I've done just about everything you can think of to get ready for this week of bowling. A physical trainer, Justin, my chiropractor, ice, heat, everything you can think of. I'm getting better, but I'm really excited about some time off, hopefully after tomorrow night.
How much pain are you in right now?
It's about a 9 out of 10. I've got some ibuprofen in me, you know, some stretching stuff. It's nice to hang out in the room all day and relax.
Well, you get to relax a little bit now. You can go ahead and sit on that throne because it is yours at least for this whole next match, and we will see you in the finals.
All right, thank you.
Well done, Kimberly and Sean. Here are the odds to win provided by Fox Bet. So Buttriff at -400, Clara Guerrero at +300 right now. Here we go. Clara, Buttriff, head-to-head.
Not respecting Clara Guerrero at all, but I'll tell you what, I sure do. Clara Guerrero is a member of Team Columbia for 22 years. She was the 3rd woman to ever make a televised championship round appearance. It was the 2013 PBA Cheetah Championship. Clara Guerrero from Colombia.
She'd like to be queen of the lanes. And maybe so tonight. Get started left lane, all 10 back. Good start for Clara.
Great start. Wow. No respect when those lines came up for the odds. Jacob Buttriff had a 300 game here just a couple of days ago. 8 career tour titles and 1 major. This young man knows how to strike, and when he gets it going, nobody can stop him.
So excited to be the 28th all-time bowler in PBA Tour history. Have a 300 on TV. Originally from Vegas, he's moved to Mesa, Arizona. And the Super Southpaw gets started. Right lane, all 10 in the pit.
Clara Guerrero and Buttriff met in round of 4 match played 2016 PBA Odessa Open Regional, and Clara beat Buttriff 238 to 197 to move on in the event, and she eventually won her very first PBA regional title. How about that?
And Jacob, in our discussion with him this week, remember that very well. So I'm not sure why people are thinking I'm going to win this one. It was all Clara last time.
Ooh.
7-pin.
Violent ringing 7. 4-pin, just tornadoes right around the 7-pin there. Watch this. 2nd pin from the left. See ya.
Cross lane for the 7-pin. Got that. Air 5.
Yeah, because he's missed a few of those, so he's, a little sarcastic high 5, air 5 there.
No crowd here in Jupiter, Florida. Safety first on the PBA Tour and almost at FS1. Great career for Clara. Won the Players' Championship, Green Bay, Wisconsin, for a major in 2016. Perfect start continues.
Hey, King Sean Ratch, you look really comfortable over there in that throne. What do you see earlier on from these two players, and what can you take from it?
Claire's playing the lanes pretty much what I was hoping for. If that's who I get the ball, playing between 8 and 12, keeping it straight in front of her. And, Jacob's throwing the purple ball. I mean, none of us are surprised by that.
Left lane, looking for the first 3. Touch high, though.
Yeah, you can see the red line.
Up.
Sorry, Dave. The red line indicates that was a little left of the last shot she threw on that lane when she was successful, almost by 2 boards, and not enough oil to hold it on line.
Plenty of experience against some of the best in the world. Wes Malott started as our king of the lanes. Going back to 2009, last time this specific event was held. So glad it's back in 2020 and live bowling is back on FS1. Solid start for Clara. Buttriff right lane. Ball 10 back.
Clara, this is Randy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Tell us how you're feeling going up against Jacob Buttriff.
Feeling good. Feeling very excited right now. It's an amazing opportunity. Love bowling against him. I have a good stats against him. So I feel very confident. I just need to, trust myself, make good shots, and let's see what happens.
Thank you, Clara.
Confidence is high for Clara right now. Buttriff trying to change that. 7-10 split. Oh, no.
Only been made 3 times in the history of professional bowling on television.
Last time, Tucson, Arizona, 1991, Jess. Stay with us. It has been a while. Maybe here for Jacob. 10 stands.
Nice opening for Clara Guerrero. Let's see if she can take advantage of it. Striking the 4th and 5th, and she could take a 30-pin lead. And this is her opportunity, as she's using an allure. But her opportunity is right now, and she needs to take advantage of it because we all know what Jacob Buttriff's capable of.
10 back. It's
Beauty.
been a while since she's competed. I mean, really going back to late November since she was on the lanes. The women's tour, unfortunately, was canceled this year due to the coronavirus over health concerns. Disappointing for Clara, of course, one of the top players in the world. And here she is, back on TV and looking good.
That unique follow-through where she kind of recoils and then goes back through it again. It's kind of her signature move. We'll both for the Miami Waves in the 2020 PBA League.
It's great.
It's good stuff.
She told us this week she's very excited about that opportunity. Clara left lane. Perfect 1-3 pocket. 60 feet to success. Crunches those pins into the pit.
She just slapped the 10-pin silly. Watch this. This is great. This is when you know you put the good touch on the bowling ball. Watch the 6-pin, second from the right, and just absolutely tattoos the 10-pin.
.30-pin lead for Clara. Fifth for Buttrup, steps up. And all 10 back to keep himself in contention. Strike here cuts it to a 20-pin deficit.
All right, come on.
Arsenal for Jacob Buttrup there. Jacob wanted to make sure we said hi to Mom Bridget. Back home in Vegas, recovering from health problems.
Yes, we're all there in that corner for Jacob's mom. He's throwing a purple hammer. That was the ball that he was referring to, Sean was referring to.
Bad shot, dude.
Ball change, Buttrup.
Yep. And it overhooked, went through the nose, and he's in trouble. And Clara Guerrero knows it.
2-4-7, trying to cover, and does. And that, Randy, is our guaranteed rate spare of the game.
That's a good one. 2-4-7, not easy. You got to try to cover all 3 pins with the bowling ball, and Jacob does that. Watch this. See how all 3 are covered with the ball? And that's your guaranteed rate spare of the game.
We'll take a break here in Jupiter, Florida. Clara Guerrero, star of the PWBA Tour. Trying to take down Jacob Buttrup. Just threw a 300 in this bowling center a couple days ago. She's got the lead. The third of 3 King of the Lane shows, and right now we might have a queen. Possibly Clara Guerrero's got a lead.
Clara, this is Randy up in the booth. You were a long shot to win this match. And right now you have a 30-pin lead halfway through, working on a double. How do you keep attacking and keep the pressure on?
I just have to, keep it simple, stay aggressive, do my thing, follow my instincts, make the moves that I'm seeing that I have to do, and just throw great shots. I'm really just making one shot at a time, and I hope it comes my way.
All right. Thank you, Clara. You saw the odds, I think it was minus 300. Or, excuse, it was minus 300 on Jacob, plus 400 on Clara.
Odds to win, provided by Fox Bet.
So they're telling me that if you were to bet 100 on Clara and she wins, you win 400.
That's the plus 400 money line bet. That's right.
Well, she's in a great spot right now.
6 frame.
Out of commercial.
By 40. Yeah. 6-10.
The dreaded commercial break. You can see that right there is inside a target, the red line, and about 2 boards left. Clara's a down and in player, real soft hand. Great lines though, you look at these positions here, great lines. Right shoulder down, solid position at the foul line. Fortunate to just leave the 610.
Covers. Clara, 219 average last time the PWBA Tour had a season. 2019, 12 events, 11 cashes for Clara. Tremendous career for her native Colombia.
I mean, she won the World Cup in 2014 and 2015. I mean, she's got a heck of a resume.
Former All-American at Wichita State. Sean Rash was an All-American at Wichita State. Might have an all-shocker final here in this show.
Shot.
All 10 back again for Clara.
Look at these numbers right here. Oh, it went away. Gosh, I wish it would come back. It was really nice. Absolutely split the same boards at the arrows and the same board down lane. They were right on top of one another.
Buttriff needs Strike City right now.
Yeah, I mean, hey, can he make it a match? And, you know, you start by stringing strikes. It's the only way you're going to get back in. Then you got to hope Clara doesn't just run and hide from you, because she can shoot 256, and max score for Jacob Buttriff's 228.
Jacob told us it was just a huge thrill to be part of PBA history. Loves the sport. Grew up watching every bit he could on TV. Back left lane, all 10 back, and a chance to make more history recently here with a 300 game. Pretty cool.
Back to urethane on the left lane for Jacob Buttriff. He finally catches a double.
Clara, driver's seat, 8th frame. Looks for the double. Couple Hall of Famers on that list. Impressive. Go up by 28 pins. Right lane.
Nice.
No.
7-10 split. Oh, no. What a bad break for Clara Guerrero.
Oh, that's terrible. Ball gets into that little half pocket or that weak 10 zone, and 7 stands with it. Well, Jacob Buttriff, he left one in the 4th frame, and now it's Clara's turn. And now we have a whole new match.
And Jess Stayrook's record. Stay safe. 91 last time. Tucson, Arizona. Wow, that's a long time. 7-10 on TV. This week, Fox Saturday Baseball is back. The Cubs clash with the Brewers at 1. Dodgers battle the Giants at 4. Yankees face the World Series champion Nationals at 7. Celebrate the return of baseball with a special tripleheader Saturday only on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Go Blue. Go Kershaw.
Can't wait. Baseball is back.
2009 Athlete of the Year in Columbia. This Clara Guerrero right here.
So
needs it, gets it.
Big shot,
Great
left
shot.
lane for Clara.
Now that gives her a chance now. 224 max, you can see the max score for Buttriff, but Buttriff has to strike out 9th and 10th. So for Buttriff, it's the strike in the 9th, 10th, 11th, and good count.
Every shot a big shot now. Foundation frame Buttriff. No help on the 10. How does it stand, Randy Peterson? How does it stand?
Yeah, it's hard to believe this one still stood with all that power. Crazy, crazy pin action. Anybody's ball game right now heading into the 10th frame, guys. Oh my goodness.
He missed the 10 for pin. I can't believe what just happened.
Just about gift wrapped this match for Clara Guerrero. And I'll tell you one person who couldn't be more excited, and that's Sean Rash.
On that lane all week.
Sean Rash right now is watching where Clara Guerrero's playing, and he's just licking his chops knowing that she's building a nice groove for him. All right, max score now for Jacob Buttriff, 195 if he strikes out. Clara Guerrero, spare strike, she shoots 204. So any mark in the 10th frame for Clara, and she's going to take on that man right there. Buttriff, big mistake in the 9th.
Jacob told us in our meeting before this all started, single pin spare conversions. Been a problem for him at times. Corner pins. The 7 and the 10. And he missed that 10 pin tonight. Crucial error. And Clara is in great shape to win this match. Good shocking.
Well, you know, it could have gone either way because you made mention of the crazy pin carry when he left it. But that's an awful lot of hook to be throwing at a single pin spare. That's a lot of ground to cover. If you think about where that spare ball started, Dave, it started right around first arrow on the left. And I mean, I know he does that all the time, but Clara Guerrero, any mark will do.
A mark for the win, Clara Guerrero leaves a 10 pin. She just saw Jacob whip on the 10.
Well, the good news is this time on that right lane, the 7 pin isn't standing with it. And Clara's
much better, isn't it?
Yeah, Clara's a really good spare shooter. This should be no trouble for her.
Takes the single pin spare conversion. She'll take the match and then take on Sean Rash, who sitteth upon the throne and waits for his royal subjects to complete their match ahead of him. For the win. Got it. Clara Guerrero of the PWBA Tour has beaten PBA star Jacob Buttriff in the contender match tonight here at King of the Lanes.
Not the first time she's beaten Jacob Buttriff.
Right.
For the free ball lane.
And Clara is going to have a chance to be queen.
Look what we have here.
Oh, the golden pin. There it is.
Come on, Clara. Don't let us down, Clara.
How about a free game, Clara? Come on.
Come on, Clara.
Give us a strike.
Come on.
Yeah.
More free bowling.
Way to go.
Yeah. Way to go, Clara. Way to go.
She did it.
Clara, you know how many friends you just made in America? What a great performance.
Woo!
How does it feel taking that match?
It feels great. It feels great. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to stay calm. I wanted to stay, you know, in my game. It was a close match after my 7-10, but I'm very excited I get to advance, and now I get to meet Sean Rash. Very exciting.
Great job. Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you, Clara, and congrats. Tonight, you're welcome, America. The gold head pin, golden strike, complete there for Clara Guerrero. So a free game for anyone in America. GoBowling.com. Register for the Go Bowling Free America coupon. Bowling centers are ready for you when you're ready to return. Clara's night, Randy, tremendous effort.
Just a great job and a great comeback. She got the opportunity, took advantage.
She might be queen by night's end. Joined now by Kimberly. Here we go. Final warm-up shots here. Rash Guerrero. Couple Wichita State alums, former All-Americans in that powerhouse bowling program. Bowl anywhere, anytime with the new PBA Bowling Challenge mobile game for iPhone, iPad, and Android. Continuously updated with new ball options, new venues, new competitions and challenges, and in-game rewards. Download the free app today. And for more information, visit PBA.com. All right, Randy, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler watching this king or queen match here tonight in Jupiter, Florida. Clark gets us going left lane.
Ooh,
4-pin.
Changed balls. It's not the ball she was using to beat Jacob Buttriff. That ball looked like it had a little more back-end reaction to it. Looked good going down the lane. That was a great match. Back and forth. A couple pocket 7-10s.
Cross lane, 4-pin, got that, has her mark.
Sean Rash has really been piling it on since 2019 here, winning the Summer Clash. The future Hall of Famer has 2 career major titles to his credit. I give you His Majesty, the King. Sean.
Hey, buddy.
You got exactly what you asked for. You're taking on Clara Guerrero. She built the lanes perfect for you. You have no excuses, my friend.
Thanks. I appreciate the pressure.
No pressure or anything, Randy. Reigning PBA King of the Lanes got by Norm Duke in our last broadcast to gain the crown, at least for now. Watched Clara beat Buttriff. Start this match right lane. It's got to hurry up. Does enough.
I just threw a Bill O'Neill at you.
No, the Bill O'Neill was a trip to A10.
The hardest I've thrown it in a month.
So great to see Clara competing here from the PWBA Tour. For Shannon O'Keefe and Danielle McEwen were here in this building last month for the clash, won by this guy. Chris Prather won the Strike Derby. So a chance for Clara to get the revenge against Sean Rash here tonight.
Start.
Sean, in all seriousness, did the lanes set up the way you thought they would?
Absolutely, Randy. You know, women are way more accurate than the men are. So the game plan was to just play right on top of her in the practice shots, help create more room for me left to right and front to back. And got away with the first frame, and now I got 8 more frames to focus on myself.
Thank you, Sean.
Four-pin.
Another 4-pin. Looks like she might have to move her feet a little bit more farther to the left and create just a little more angle.
No problem. Single pin, spare conversion, Clara Guerrero.
The move. Gotta make a move.
You heard it. She just said it. I've got to make a move.
Let's see what she does and the result.
She's a heck of a competitor, and you know, the people closest to her, like Andres Gomez and folks like that, really know what kind of a competitor she is.
Come on.
Great shot.
She said it. Got to make my move. She did. It worked out just fine. February 9th. Top 5 finish, TOC. Won by Chris Prather. Fair Lawn, Ohio. Sean Rash. Looking good, feeling good. I mean, that back definitely is a factor. PBA Tour Finals, he was hurting. Feel for him every time he releases that ball to foul line.
I don't. He just keeps making more and more money. I think he's faking.
No. No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll tell you what, though, that last shot that he threw on the right lane is indicative of what power does for you in the sport of bowling. It makes the pocket that much bigger.
Not one but two. 2014-15 perfection for Haynes. What a shot from Sean Rash. That ball reaction was perfect. Great bowler at Wichita State. All-American. Runner-up for National Player of the Year in her time in Kansas. Works on a strike. 4th frame. Cut it to 21 pins.
Come on.
Does the job.
Remember those numbers right there. Next time Sean Rash is up, we'll do a comparison, but there's a big difference.
Tomorrow, 8 Eastern. Back-to-back shows start again, King of the Lanes, and we will crown the final king or queen of the lane. Gigi Mason of the PWBA Tour will also compete. Clara will be in action for the Miami Waves of the 2020 PBA League. Looking forward to that. She was so excited to be involved this year. PBA League. Cut it to 11, left lane, 5th frame, yes, all 10 to the pit for Clara Guerrero.
Really good shot there. So she made the adjustment after the 2 4 pins, and now she's got herself right back in this.
Pressure back on Sean Rash. Looks for the front 5. Got it.
Shot.
All right, so remember the numbers we talked about with Clara. Look at the big difference.
Good shots.
16.4 miles an hour. Sean Rash, 3 miles an hour faster. Rev rate almost 200 RPM higher.
That is bringing it, Randy.
Well, it's kind of tour average. But you're right. He brings it.
Hook a lot.
Wants it to hook, wants to stay perfect. Touch on the 10, down it goes. And Sean Rash, what a start here, Randy.
Well, Clara Guerrero's hanging tough, but Sean Rash just cracked open a 6-pack. He's perfect through 6 and looking to retain the throne. His Majesty, the King.
And good. So Sean Rash, front 6, halfway home to a perfect game. And a 31-pin lead over Clara Guerrero. Longtime star of Team Columbia, now lives in Pflugerville, Texas, just outside Austin. She and husband Josh drove 18.5 hours from the greater Austin area to here in Jupiter, Florida. Didn't want to fly. She's very concerned about COVID-19, wanted to be as safe as possible. It's a long haul. Glad she's here.
Come on.
Get it.
21, yes, big shot, 6th frame.
So good, a nice little nugget here for you. Sean Rash, Clara Guerrero, and Clara's husband, Josh Kubiak, all attended Wichita State at the same time, all bowled together. So we take a look at Clara ripping the rack here. She's got a 4-bagger and now can reduce the deficit to 11.
Big shot. 7th frame. Yes.
She had some moxie or what?
Plenty.
And I just asked husband Josh why she changed balls, and he said the ball she used in game 1 was burning up. She had to go to something cleaner with a little bit more back end. Once she figured out she needed to move a little bit farther left after the 4 pins, she's been perfect. Now, Sean Rash, speaking of perfect, he has not missed on the right lane tonight.
15 for 15.
Something wrong with my tape. Hold on.
11 of 14 left lane. That's pretty good. But not perfection like the right lane. But he's going to finish on the left lane. His choice. Wow.
It's pretty strong.
Looking to stay perfect. Right lane and in the game, it does. 8 up, 8 down, front 8. Excuse me, 7 there for Sean Rash. Wow, what a start.
Focus on you. Good shot here.
Sean, no stranger to bowling a perfect game on television during PBA competition. He's done it twice.
Let's get one tonight. Let's do it again. Go by 31.
Oh,
Looking for
get lucky.
For 8. Yeah, got lucky, Sean Rash. Perfection continues back up by 31 pins.
Get lucky.
Can't get your legs on you. His back hurts.
It looked like a grenade went off in the pin deck. Watch this. I mean, there's stuff flying everywhere.
Strikes and strikes only for Clara.
Yeah, you heard her say it, hook a lot. Got just a little bit to the right. As you can see, the blue line's the good line. The red line is the last shot she just threw. Yep, she knew it as soon as she let go of it.
2 pin up for Clara. Has the mark. COVID-19 limiting access to sports and play for millions of kids nationwide. That's why Fox Sports is teaming up with Good Sports to restore play and bring sports back to children in need through donations of brand new sports equipment. To learn how you can help keep kids in the game, visit goodsports.org. Pin.
And that's the difference in power, where Sean Rash's ball would probably carry that. Again, the lower rev rate narrows the pocket for Clara, which makes her have to be more accurate. I mean, the last shot that Sean threw, when he said, oh, get lucky, it was an errant shot that absolutely disintegrated the rack.
It's another perfect game. We just saw one here at the PBA Tour Finals over the weekend from Jacob Buttrup. Looking for the front 9, Sean Rash. Yes!
Full rack attack.
9 down.
Full rack attack by Sean Rash. He will remain perfect on the night, on the right lane. Great bowling. 3 more in the 10th for his 3rd 300 on television.
Make a small move.
Oh, looking for 10 in a row. Didn't like it, but you know what? It's all working out. 10 straight for Sean Rash. Getting closer.
John, I'll take a re-rack.
And again, that power just makes The pins just go everywhere. Watch this. 6-pin, second from the right. It's going to just crush the 10, and now the 10-pin needs reconstructive surgery.
Mathematically has eliminated Clara Guerrero from this match and will retain the crown as the king of the lanes.
All right. Good shot here. Focus on me.
First 10 strikes. How about 11, Sean Rash?
Oh.
Not quite this
Come
time.
on.
4-pin stands.
Come on, Sean. Man, we were pulling for you. But what happened on that shot there?
I got a little, I'm nervous. I mean, my heart's racing 100 miles an hour. I wanted to throw a shout out to the boys for a perfect game, and you put all the pressure on me to start the game.
It's Randy's fault, right?
Come on, man. You know how to bowl 300 on TV. You've done it twice.
I know. It would have been nice to be the first one to do it for the third time, but you know what? The biggest part, I got the W. There's more diapers. My queen's happy, and we'll be back another day.
It's good stuff, Sean. Thank you.
Tremendous bowling from Sean Rash. Wow.
Sorry, boys. Tried. I get another try tomorrow, though.
Great showing from Clara. Got by Jacob Buttriff, star young lefty on the PBA Tour. Great representation of the PWBA Tour here tonight.
Thank you. Thanks.
Clara, Randy back in the booth here. I can't tell you how proud we are of you. Thank you so much for being here. You did yourself proud.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I made a change. I changed balls. I knew I had to shoot a big game to be able to be Sean, and obviously I came out short, but congrats to him, and it was a pleasure to be here, and thank you to the PBA for having us back, ladies back on TV.
That's
Very
right,
exciting.
Clara. Great to see you.
Great stuff. Thank you, Clara.
Thank you.
Sean did not miss on that right lane, Randy. How about that? Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty strong, bro. That's
17 for 17.
That's train smoke strong.
Oh.
That's what that is. Still can't believe he didn't shoot 300.
I thought for sure he would.
I really did. I thought he was going to do it.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Hey. Well done.
The air foot five. Way to go, Clara.
Well,
Sean Rash, king again.
Another day.
We're all just your servants, your
Mere
Royal Highness.
subjects of your Royal Highness. Sean Rash is the king for tonight.
I had some great information from our ball reps that are here, the one that we're allowed to have. So just, paying attention to what's happening on the lane, front to back, side to side, knowing what her strengths are and her weaknesses are, and knowing what my strengths and weaknesses are also. So took advantage of the opportunity, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Absolutely you will. Congratulations. Go ahead and stay comfy in that chair, and we will see you tomorrow night.
All right.
All hail the king. Thank you, Kimberly. Speaking of tomorrow night, we're going to wrap up this King of the Lanes spectacular event with 2 shows coming your way on FS1 starting at 8 Eastern. Gigi Mason of the PWBA Tour head-to-head with Chris Prather. And the winner takes on Sean Rash to become the king of that show. Now for the entire crew, Kimberly Pressler and Randy Peterson, as Dave Ryan saying so long. From Bolero in Jupiter, Florida, coming up next on FS1 WWE 2016 Summer Slam. Clara Guerrero knocked off Jacob Buttriff, the star left-hander, but in the end, Sean Rash just too much.